Warning, the following stunts are done by trained professionals. Actually, we're not trained. Robbie is just a dumbass and decided to do a drunken fantasy football podcast. The thoughts, opinions, and takes are ours and ours only. It is not our fault if you lose in fantasy football or sports gambling. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, yo, what is good? Cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls, what to do? What's goody? It's your boy Rumboyz Robbie. This is Rumboyz After Dark. We have an action-packed show for you. We have to go through our rankings. Not only do we have to go through our rankings, we have to go through the quote-unquote the perfect draft board does not exist challenge. I did put myself up to the task of building a draft board of what I think the ideal draft board will look like as we get ready to head into the fantasy football season. So a lot of information getting dumped on tonight's episode. So get your notepads out, pen and pad, you already know. Tune in, it's Friday night and it is rad. As always, I am joined by my co-host, but before we do that, make sure you guys check out Shop GLD. That's right, Shop GLD. Get like me. You can check out your GLD of your favorite sports teams, whether it's NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, NCAA, college teams, and much, much more. Make sure you guys head over to Shop GLD and check out some of the shit that we got. I do have to get into the cast and the crew without further ado. Ladies and gentlemen, what up in the crib, ma? Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Drop the mic.
What it do, people? Let's get this party started Friday night. Let's go.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And you already know, man. Hey, the off-season is done. The off-season is done, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll find an excuse to miss next week.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't really think we get much excuses with 9 Sundays left till the NFL season. A little teaser about that. But, ladies and gentlemen, he is back. Taco! TDS Taco!
You know I can't do the 1 QB redrafters like that, bro. I had to make sure I show up. Make sure that a whole portion of the fan base doesn't get left behind by you 2 QB lovers.
Well, this
I like every format.
Allegedly.
This episode is heavy on 1 QB, actually. Yeah, this episode is we are going to be answering questions of all facets for all formats.
I got a rookie draft that started at 5:00, and it is a 1 QB dynasty rookie draft. IDP. So I don't want to hear that I only play 2 QB leagues, buddy.
Yeah, definitely not with the whole only 2 QB league thing.
Play it all.
This new format is weird. I am getting to the new streaming format.
Oh.
I'm gonna be honest, gents.
I like it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I like it bigger. We're gonna have to be a panel.
That's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be a panel. It is what it is. I do just make sure you guys comment, share the fucking content. Because here's the thing: when you share the content, we have a leaderboard.
Do you want to be in the middle or no?
No.
Okay.
I'll put me in the middle.
Put me on the left and Taco on the right.
A couple weeks, I'm not gonna be doing this shit.
There you go.
So, really quick, do share the content because before we get into the show, before we do the cheers, share the content because that leaderboard in the chat is probably about to start getting put to use. Your boy may or may have not have figured out some things, figured out some ways that we're really about to just full on blow this shit up. I was gonna make a joke there, but I don't think it's appropriate timing for the joke, politically speaking. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Look, I'll put it this way: we're about to blow the channel up bigger than fucking Najee Harris on the 4th of July. There's a joke that I can't make adequately.
Well, it is the athlete.
Yeah, our cover athlete of the night, boys. It's been a minute. I fucking miss you guys. Look, we're officially locked in. Rest of the season, rest of the way. It's official. It's official, like a referee with a whistle.
I can say we're on a Super Bowl run.
Yeah, I'll be in like actual studio next week. So yeah, next week's episode's gonna have like a different look and a different feel. It's just like the precursor, but we got to get into it. Look, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls. What it do, Dilly. Taco's like, oh fuck yeah, let's go Taco, come on.
That was water, we know it.
Man, listen, I pounded a whole Corona the last time I was here, Mike. You weren't here. I took the Corona in one shot.
He said one Corona. That's hilarious. So we are just going to dive right into it. We're going to get into hashtag the perfect draft does not exist. So, Mike, do you want to kind of describe, like you and I, we talked behind the scenes, just you and I, producer, director to director. We kind of talked behind the scenes. Do you want to tell them how this idea came about, what I did?
So you were trying to figure out, you were only going to do the first 5 rounds of a perfect draft, and next thing you know, your dumbass is sending me a freaking whole entire goddamn board. And I was like, what the hell is this? I thought it was your SFB mock that you were getting ready for the live. And you're like, no, this is my perfect mock for redraft. And I went, God damn, you were bored? Or your woman didn't come over one night and you were up till 3 in the morning freaking ADHD.
I did it during work.
Well, that's work. A client could be watching this, you dummy.
Subscribe.
Okay. So I'm pulling up his board right now.
Yeah, I have the board pulled up. I'm actually gonna share the board on screen. And basically what's gonna happen here tonight, chat, is I'm gonna reveal to you what I personally think in the prime opportunity of in these particular situations that these two are gonna point out and interrogate me on. There's some wonky shit that happens. I have a lot of stacks. I have a lot of stacks. I have some crazy handcuffs. I use some.
That's fine. But for right now, this is how it's going to work. I am dictating how it's going to work for a second, and then you can go from there. Taco!
Yes, sir.
I'm only going to list the first 5 picks. So it's not any team, because he did every team like a team. But I'm going to list the first 5 picks of the draft. You tell me if you would have done anything different. Okay? PPR, 1 QB.
3 receivers set.
3 receivers set. 2 flex. Okay, so here we go.
2 running backs.
Jamar Chase, number 1. Barkley. Bijan. Justin Jefferson. Jahmyr Gibbs. Justin, those 5, would you have done something different?
It's hard for me to argue number 1 when you have the volume that Chase has been putting up in the receiving game.
Agreed.
And with the tush push Eagles. So there's also that variable of like you don't really know your touchdown expenditure with Barkley. So to me, I can see Chase as being one, which for me also locks Barkley at 2 when you look at the Robinson usage. It's such a wild card that I don't like. I want to pray that he has this like breakthrough. But I think I probably would take Justin Jefferson before him.
Okay.
Part of me kind of thinks I would take CeeDee Lamb before him as well.
Hold on to that name.
Yeah, just because I'm like, in those first 5 picks, while Bijan has number 1 potential, he has also number 10 and 11 potential, which is what scares me because I don't really know what usage I'm expecting to come out of there yet. Training camp is going to be a big determining factor for Bijan for me because I can see Bijan easily sliding up to 2 if his workload and his goal line touches are there. But for me right now, I probably would take Jefferson and Lamb over him.
Okay, so I'm going to list.
You would take.
Hold on, let me go.
Lamb over Bijan.
Yeah, but let me go with the rest of those first round because of the name that he brought up. 6 is Lamb. 7 is Derrick Henry. 8 is Amon-Ra. 9 is the wild card. 9.
Look, this isn't rage bait.
No,
I'm not rage baiting. I'm not trying to rage bait. I'm trying to direct you to a fucking championship. Let's get that straight.
9.
This is not. Hold on. Hey, I'm not clip farming. I want to state this, but I'm also not rage baiting anyone with my rankings or the draft board that we're presenting tonight. I am purely trying to get you to a championship. Okay. That's it. That's all I care about is you winning. So we're utilizing this as a tool. That's it.
All right. So Amon-Ra 8. Here's the wild card, Taco. Ashton Genty at 9.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you.
No. Puka at 10. Malik Neighbors at 11. And Nico at 12. What do you think about the last part of the first round?
So I'll be honest. I have a hard time taking Derrick Henry 1-7. I don't personally take Derrick Henry in the first round.
Are you taking Genty over Henry?
Fuck yes.
Okay. For right now, I'm gonna list a couple more running backs. We'll figure out where they're on the draft board later, but this is just as an exercise to see what you think.
I just realized
I'll bring up the draft board right now.
Are you taking? You tell me yes or no. Just say yes if you're taking this running back over Henry. Okay. A-Chain.
Man, just me.
I would try to stay away from both.
Okay. McCaffrey.
Fuck yes. Like I the one now that I look at it, I take McCaffrey before I take Gibbs.
What?
Yeah. And
you're smoking the Long Island hoochie?
Redraft PPR when you still have Montgomery there? Come on, bro. That's a split backfield where I know that workload. Now, granted, McCaffrey can get hurt, but I'll just take his handcuff and just call it a day.
Yo,
his top end level is number 1. His top end talent is number 1. So yeah, I don't agree with Henry there. I probably honestly, take like Bucky Irving to me is like the perfect guy that I can start seeing where like me and Henry can diverge. Because I just personally, with the way that offense runs, I know he had a great year, but that man is another year older. And with the mileage that he has on that car, I can't validate investing a top 7 pick in him when he doesn't catch like that.
So here's where I need your brain because you're a fanboy. I get it. You should be. What do you think about the 10, 11, 12? So Puka, Malik Neighbors, and Nico Collins. Because I have an opinion.
I mean, I'll be honest. I think that Malik Neighbors, low key, would be my first choice there because I think he's going to be a volume hog.
Okay.
I do think that there'll be in enough close games that he'll still need like that late touchdown, which would be an equalizer. Puka, he's been resilient, but they just added Adams. They like to run. He's been injury prone, so I'm not like thrilled to take Puka. Like if I get Puka, it's like okay, I got Puka. But like I'm not like jumping to get Puka, and I feel the same way about Collins now that they have Kirk and some of the other pieces there. I like Collins. If he falls to me, it's okay, but I'm not reaching to grab him.
All right, so I got a bold take, but I want to list. I have a bold take about those receivers, but I want to. I'm going to just list the second round first, and then I'll give my bold take because it includes someone in the second round. At 201, Brian Thomas, then a chain, Brock Bowers, Drake London, CMC, AJ Brown, Bucky Irving, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Ladd McConkey, JSN, and Kyron Williams. Here is my bold take. I agree with you that Malik or Puka could be there. I agree about Puka and Devontae Adams. I am worried about Nico Collins. I would take Brian Thomas, Drake London, and Ladd McConkey over Nico Collins.
Man, I think I might take Ladd McConkey over Drake May and
Drake London.
Drake London, Tom, like all those guys as well.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be about Ladd this year that has me like that kid might break through. Like he was showing enough signs last year, and with the full off season and that offense, I definitely think he could be big time.
Yeah, I'm not against it. AJ
Brown. I just don't like paying that much for expected production when there's still a lot of variables that can come out there. Like how does he handle? Like how does his body handle it? How does the team look? Like it's not like how I would feel like about getting like JSN. Like I'm in love with the guy like JSN this year. Like especially
would you take JSN over AJ Brown?
Yes.
Would you take Kyron Williams? What do you think about Kyron? Because I don't know what to think about that son of a gun.
Kyron Williams will always be someone that ends up burning me because I'm not going to get him for that,
what you would take
first waiver. You like that we got him that year. Now he's like so expensive, and he doesn't have the best yards per carry. He's not the most explosive. It's just something about him that I just don't like. I don't want to put all my eggs in that basket. But if he falls to me at like a solid price, I'm not against it. I don't know where he went in this draft, but like I see guys like Chase Brown. Like I'd much rather get a guy like Chase Brown than.
Okay, let me ask you this. Well, I'm just going to go over a few names, and you tell me, like we said, yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to list the player that you would draft over him. James Cook.
I would go Kyron just because I think that Ray Davis this season.
That's fine. Chase Brown. You already said you would take Chase Brown. Breece Hall.
Fuck me, man.
Remember, this is just redraft.
I know. Breece Hall burned me so fucking bad last year.
I know.
I would play with fire again.
Okay. Here is a very conundrum of a player because he's not on a good team, but they don't have anyone else. Alvin Kamara.
Just low key, he's just always such a monster that every time I try to
boys, I'm back. Let's cook. I'm sorry I missed everything.
Hey, I got it. We're good.
I think with Kamara, to be honest, at the price point that you're getting with him, to me, the juice is worth the squeeze just because his volume is usually just so fucking ridiculous. that some games you just have like 8 catches that would just carry you.
All right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to fill Robbie in a little bit, but then I am going to ask. This is where I'm putting your ass to the hot seat, buddy.
This is where we have plenty of time.
I know. This is where you get your ass on the hot seat. I would personally take Brian Thomas, Drake London, and Ladd McConkey over Nico Collins. Explain yourself.
Okay, so listen, this is just me also. So part of the way that I did build this, let me put in a preference.
That's why I'm asking.
Part of this was also taking in early stage ADP into account. So you're going to witness a lot of that. A lot of this is not imposing my will. If you want to see me impose my will, tonight we are revealing
your rankings.
The free version of our rankings. This draft board is a supplement, a sample of what the free version does look like. So right now the free version is going to go out. We are having an official draft guide that is going to go out. Mike is working on the cover. Cover's going to be dope. Cover's going to be exciting. Cover's going to be pretty fucking cool. Because we're not just actually going to feature only one player on the cover of our draft guide. We're probably going to feature like 3. So, because we don't want any team to feel like they're left out or anything like that.
And if anyone thinks I'm biased, there will not be a Kansas City Chief.
There's a commander on the
no pudgy buddies allowed.
There is a commander on the guide.
On the cover, there is.
Yeah, there's going to be a.
It hasn't been. You're not doing it, so yeah. Brian Robinson is on the cover.
No, Brian Robinson is on the cover.
Sounds like a Elite Leaguers type cover.
but no, we are.
I already know.
But we are publishing a actual draft guide. There are going to be player profiles. There are going to be rankings. But we're giving you guys a sample tonight of that. If you do want the premium access to what that is going to be and what that is going to look like, that is going to go on sale. $6.99. We are going to be putting that out. You can either be a monthly member of the YouTube and get the weekly updates routinely, which probably is the more equitable and better deal. Otherwise, it is going to be a $10 monthly subscription through Cashapp or Venmo or PayPal, whatever you choose to fill out on the form. But form is going to be dropping Monday. We're actually doing this. Like, we're actually full on just saying, fuck it. A certain level of fuck it got implemented, and we decided we're gonna be authors. We're publishing a book, damn it.
Facts.
Oh my gosh. You know you want the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift duo cover, Mike.
No, I don't.
Oh my gosh. But yeah.
You're with me.
Someone clip the damn ad for me. Oh, also, if you do the YouTube subscription, if you don't do the $10 subscription, which only gets you the draft guide and the weekly rankings, if you do the YouTube subscription, you get 2 extra podcasts independently ran by myself that will air to you guys exclusively for members only. You will also get 10% on the merch line that is dropping fall. New merch line. It's going to be at the bottom of the YouTube channel. And you also get entry into a free Rumboyz League. So, you also get to play against one of us. I don't know who you may get. The league is going to be randomized. You get to play against one of us.
All right, so we showed the draft board. We're just going to get right into the rankings.
Wait, no. Let's pick apart the draft board a little bit.
Just a little bit. Let's not go too far. I don't want to go way deep.
Okay, so I do want to make one change. I would take Kyren over Kamara. The more I just kind of like sat in it, I would.
Okay.
I would hope so too.
No. So we're gonna get into the third round. Third round, this is where quarterbacks start to go off the board, and I am 1,000% gonna put your ass on the hot seat in a minute.
I have one thing before we go there. I would probably take Jonathan Taylor before I take A-Chain this year.
I don't think that I would do that.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I don't think that I would do that.
Not with Jonnu being gone.
There's just something about Jonathan Taylor and knowing Daniel Jones' incompetencies that see a Saquon Barkley.
That scares me. That scares me.
That's the other. Yeah.
Look at what he did with Saquon.
Hold on. Hear me out. The QB position of, and we're going to get into the rankings later on. The QB situation in Indianapolis scares the fuck out of me so much to where you're going to see where JT's the highest Colt. I have the Colts nowhere even ranked. I hate to plug the premium product that includes the defensive rankings. The Colts, if you notice on this draft board, if we get deep, we're not scrolling that deep. The Colts don't fucking make the cut.
I mean, they're going to be dropping dimes all season. Danny
Taco.
Danny dimes.
All right. Here it goes. Okay. So I'm gonna list off the third round, and then I'm gonna say explain yourself with a question. And then after you, Taco gets to ask anything or comment anything about the third round. So here we go. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Tyreek Hill, Trey McBride, T. Higgins, James Cook, Jalen Daniels, Chase Brown, Scary Terry McLaurin, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Alvin Kamara. I am shocked that you have Lamar Jackson ahead of Jalen Daniels. Go.
I mean,
hold on. Let me explain myself, Taco. I don't think that it's unfair. The only way that you can justify putting Jaden over Lamar or anyone like honestly where I have them ranked for that matter. One, we're talking about.
You're talking 1A, 1B, but I get that.
Yeah, exactly. You have to get into what Jaden Daniels did under pressure from a PFF standpoint in order to justify putting him over Lamar. Lamar gives you a consistency rating. BigGuyFantasySports, Bob Lung. You have to kind of go off the consistency, and that's where you justify putting Lamar over Jaden. I'm not going to disagree with how and I want to preface that, especially when we get into the second segment of the show about the rankings. I really do want to preference that with this draft board, this is subject to how things fall to you. I don't care if you take a leap of faith on Jaden. I would personally probably go Lamar over Jaden as it stands right now in July, just because I have the proven factor of I know what Lamar's going to give me in fantasy.
No, that's fine.
And I'm thinking redraft here. I'm not thinking dynasty.
No, hands down.
If I'm thinking dynasty, then I would go ahead and go Jaden.
Oh yeah, I would too in dynasty. Yeah.
But in redraft, I don't think that it's really there's an argument to be had, and it's worthy of conversation. But you're talking about splitting hairs.
Oh, I know you are, and that's why I brought it up.
I think that if you're in a championship, let's say you're in a fantasy football championship matchup where the other opponent has Lamar and you have Jaden, I think that it comes down between whatever the rest of the fucking roster is.
Yep.
It's how you win, because those two are going to go probably tit for tat every week.
All right, Taco, what do you think about this third round?
To me, it's probably one of the cleaner rounds, in my opinion, from just my pretty much agreement. I probably, from my standpoint, be pushing up the position players in a 1 QB redraft. Because for my strategy, I'm perfectly fine with Love, Stroud, Murray, Golf. I'm cool with all those guys. So I'm taking more position players, but for his strategy and for the sake of the board, I really don't have much.
So really quick, the spot that I selected from, not necessarily what I fucking chose. That shit was just when you're doing this, you have to just fucking pick from somewhere.
Yep. No. Yeah.
You can actually really tell what team is actually mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Mike knows exactly what team is mine, and it has nothing to do with anything to do with any commander.
It has nothing to do with the commander. It has to do with someone Taco's already brought up. Okay, so round four is Chuba Hubbard, Joe Mixon, Mike Evans, James Conner, Marvin Harrison, David Montgomery, Devontae Adams, George Kittle, Jalen Hurts, Omarion Hampton, Ken Walker, and Rashee Rice. Question.
So what I want to name this round really quick is when value strikes, because this is when you start. This is when the fantasy football draft becomes competitive. These first 3 rounds, everyone in the draft room is just talking shit, drinking, having fun, eating nachos and shit, barbecue and shit. Like the beers is going. This 4th round is kind of when it's like, oh shit, there's some veteran talent in here that are aging, that are maybe long in the tooth, but if something hits, but there's also some younger talent, Marvin Harrison, etc., that maybe I can lean on that, Chuba Hubbard. So this round is convoluted of a lot of. This is where the decision making comes in, and where you can't really be too deep in the booze at this round, because you need to be just right. When you're in the live draft scenario, this is where you need to be just right. Go ahead, Mike.
So my question, and it's more of a overall question. The range where you have Marvin and Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I just want you to dive more into those 2 players a little bit in your thought process, just because there are people that are down on Marvin because of the expectation last year and not hitting it. And then there's the people that with Devontae that, he's going to LA, but they got Puka. Like, where do you fall in that conversation?
I think that in a NFL perspective, as someone that has played receiver, the way that I do the same jump step as Devontae, I like that a little bit more. So I idolize him more like as an athlete and a player standpoint. But I think that there's something brewing. Just like I thought there was something brewing in Arizona. I don't think that I've left off of that ship yet. You pay Trey McBride big money. Marvin Harrison coming in on his 2nd year with Kyler. James Conner's always going to be a factor, motherfucking irregardless, especially when we talk about fantasy football. There's still something there. And I think that it's also the fact that I have Marvin Harrison Jr.'s rookie card that I'm hoping that maybe something happens.
Okay.
I still want to believe.
Taco, what is your? I'm gonna actually give you an area to dissect. I want you to talk more about the back end of that 4th round. What do you think? I know I'm biased, so I'm gonna try to not. I'm letting you talk about this player. You already know. I know they're saying that his trial is probably going to be January, so it's not really possibly going to affect his season. Is that a spot that you like, Rashee Rice? Is that, or would you, what is your thought process there? And I also want you to bring up Omarion Hampton and Ken Walker, because Ken Walker with a new offensive system, there's a lot of talk, and with Omarion being a rookie, you know how rookie running backs can be.
I mean, I've heard a ton of great things of Hampton landing with the Chargers, saying that that's such a great fit and how much he's going to go off. As you know, I'm not the biggest college guy, so
Yeah.
my my work on Hampton is still like very surface level, which I think for this kind of conversation is actually good because we're going to put him under that microscope as we get closer into the season. To me, this guy's the definition of a wild card. He's the kind of guy where, you know, if on a run first team he becomes the lead dog, I'm talking about a steal in the 4th round. Same thing with Ken Walker. I think these guys have a lot of potential and a lot of upside. We know with Ken Walker, that injury concern is beyond real. It's almost guaranteed. Like, I know that he's going to miss a couple of games, whether it be a hamstring injury, an ankle injury, or something. So it's tough. Personally, I believe in Kenneth Walker a lot. I personally would probably take Kenneth Walker before Montgomery. I'd probably take Kenneth Walker before Mixon and Hubbard. I'd probably have him at the honestly, like that debate between Kamara and Walker is where I probably get him up to. And to piggyback on what you were saying before, I think this is a good round for Rice. I think this is a good spot for Rice. I think the one guy that I look underneath that I really debate would be Metcalf. Metcalf is the only guy that I would say like I would
over Rice.
Yeah, and then I could look at Adams and I could look at Harrison, and I can easily see myself talking myself into drafting Rice above them based on what you're saying with that trial being positioned in a way that we'll get a full fantasy season out of him. If we're getting a full season out of Rice, he's skyrocketing up my boards. He would be someone that I'm feeling sneaky about on this back half, particularly with if I have a Chase and a Williams and an Allen. I am shooting for that Rice stack because if he hits, I'm like stacked. Like Rice to me is a wide receiver one. Just from the standpoint of the way that they use him in PPR. I don't need you to get all those touchdowns, but if you're getting a solid 6 to 8 catches a game, your floor is like mighty fine. And with me having 3 other stacked players, getting a player with a high floor there is what I'm looking for. So to me, he's probably the most interesting player of the whole round, followed by probably Marvin Harrison Jr. Because I do think that post-hype sleepers are legitimately what fantasy drafts are made of. Like, he's the kind of guy that he's either going to make or break you. Because if it's his comeback season and you catch him in the 4th round, again, same philosophy. I got St. Brown, I got McCaffrey, I got Chase Brown, and then I hit on Marvin Harrison. That's a foursome that's fucking stacked. And I love that they have the late QB. I look at Team 8 and I immediately say that team is built for war. You know, those two teams, Team 8, Team 9, now that I look at it, are really like super like tasty to me with this kind of setup.
We'll get to that in a second because I am out on CJ Stroud. I would honestly rather have Drake May over him, and you can get him. Drake May and Herbert are both drafted after CJ. They're the next quarterbacks. I would take those two over them, and then I would love that team. But here's what I want to do. I want to talk. I know Robbie's not quite here right now, but that is great because I want to talk about this 5th round because I don't like it. And it's not that I don't like it because the players. The only reason I say I don't like it is I have a lot to talk about. I mean it in that sense. So let me list off the 5th round, and then we will talk because I'm in a rookie draft right now. I know we're talking redraft, but there is a few players in this next round that are actually being discussed about trades off my team. So I have more player questions than anything. So in this 5th round, we have Quinshon Judkins, DJ Moore, Sam Laporta, Devonta Smith, Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf. I have already talked about, but we will talk about a little bit more because I have a question to Robbie. Jameson Williams, Zay Flowers, Sutton, Aaron Jones, TJ Hawkinson, and then my guy, Patrick Mahomes. So here is First off, here is my question to you, Robbie.
Take a shot. Yeah.
Because he's already brought it up a little bit when we talked about Rashee Rice. So here is the player that I want you to discuss.
What did he say about Rashee Rice?
Well, I was just asking him where he would take him. It's nothing major. But here's the question that I have for you. DK Metcalf. Why did you take him there? And here's why I ask. Because I'm taking him above DJ Moore every day of the week and on Sundays.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm messaging Aiden. I'm messaging Aiden right now. Y'all want me to send Aiden a message right here live?
Do what you want to do, but I'm just saying this. I'm going to say this while you're doing that.
He's on Barbara Walters right now.
I am trying to sell DJ Moore in fantasy, and I don't know what I think about this boy. And yes, I'll call him a boy right now. All I know is I think even though he can be a hothead, even though he can be unpredictable, DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers is going to get hit a lot.
Hold on. Okay. And that is why DK is ranked where he is currently.
Why is he not above DJ Moore?
Why is he not around Adams?
Here's my thing with DJ Moore. Here's my thing with Chicago's offense as a whole. I'm not going to do fantasy friendly this year. I don't know. I might pinpoint a couple of teams. I might just pinpoint the most.
Just do by division.
Yeah, I might do it by division. In all honesty, yeah, I'm probably going to do them by division. Look, keeping it real with you guys, for redraft purposes, with Dynasty, you have a little bit more experimental flexibility with the Chicago offense.
Yep.
With the new coordinator, with second-year Caleb Williams, who I don't really know what this is going to be. Chicago's not being very transparent in terms of what's going to be implemented and what's going to be popping off in this second year of Caleb.
Agreed. We agree with you.
So the Roma Dunze, the DJ Moore, the Luther Burden, the Loveland Colson. Motherfucker, I don't know. I don't like none of it. It's ugly.
I think we agree. With you.
It makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, I think we agree with you.
I like Ben, this is not a knock on you. This is just for fantasy. This is what Ben, you don't give a fuck what I'm saying in terms of fantasy football, and that's what this episode's all about. So just if we ever get to talk, I would love to talk actual football philosophy and what you're gonna do. And then why the fuck are we extending Ryan Poles? All this motherfucker, all that he has done is put it on paper. He has not put together anything that is worthy of him getting an extension. He has proven that he is able to sign superstars and just this. The Chicago Bears are the fucking Denver Nuggets when they have Carmelo and AI on the same team and couldn't get it done.
You ready for another? Hey, are you ready for a bold take that I know you're not going to like because I know you don't like the player?
What?
I'm taking George Pickens over DJ Moore.
I don't know if
it's ballsy, but I can see it.
No, I don't know if I'm willing to go there. And there's a conversation to be had about where I kind of have Dak in this whole shit.
Yeah, I know.
Because I do think that Dak can produce fantasy football-wise. I don't know if I invest in this. Me personally, I can't invest in the Dak stock. Which then, if I can't invest in the Dak in the Dak stock outside of CeeDee Lamb, I don't see where I can even place another investment in this whole entire situation from a fantasy football perspective. I'm looking at optimization, and if Dak does not bounce back in the same way, because it's very hard after not one but multiple injuries that he has had throughout the course of his whole fucking body. I don't know. I genuinely, when you talk about, and Taco, I'm going to give you some credit here. All right, hear me out. Let me cook. Steph Curry with the shot, boy. I don't know if I trust the Dallas offense to be able to go out Sunday in, Sunday out, Monday in, Monday out, Thursday in, Thursday out, to be able to go out there, even from a fantasy football standpoint, to give me what I need. You have to face that Giants front not once, but twice. You have to deal with Washington, which I don't know where the fucking defensive projections are coming from a fantasy football standpoint for Washington, but some dumbass chose to inflate that, and I don't like it. But whatever, because I think our defense is going to probably be ass.
Yep, they're average.
I think that we're average. I think that we're top 15 at best heading into this year for fantasy football.
I think you're 15
With that being said and stated, you still have to deal with the fucking Georgia Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sorry, I'm out on Dallas from a fantasy standpoint. I'm scared as fuck of Dallas. Yes, Mike.
How much of that is because Brian Schottenheimer is the fucking coach?
I'm honestly didn't even when I analyzed Dallas in this mock draft, I did not take that into account. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real
because that's what scares me the most.
That was the last thing. That was the last thing in the back of my mind. It was you have 8 games against defenses that are gonna chew you up and spit you the fuck out. I'm sorry, but I'm not afraid of Dallas' secondary. If I'm
they play the AFC West.
Taco, you can agree with me here. If I'm any team in the NFC East, I fear every other secondary but Dallas. I guarantee you this: New York will be third in the fucking division.
I'll see this.
It'll be Washington, Philly. New York will be right there, being ready to go and get Jackson Dart prepared for the future.
I still think Dallas is ahead of Giants, but I think Giants are better than people give them credit for.
I can't say that with confidence, Brev.
No, I'm not saying with confidence, but that's just my prediction.
How about this? From a real life perspective, I agree. From a fantasy perspective, Dallas is setting up for garbage time magic.
Exactly.
Like, you're talking about a team that's going to, like, Pickens might get those shots in the fourth quarter where you're just like, the first 3 quarters, he's kind of meh. In the fourth quarter, he goes 4 for 60 and a touchdown because Dak Prescott's just on 4 downs, more of an up-tempo offense, just throwing the ball downfield. And Pickens will be able to pick up on some of those downfield throws. I'll just be honest. I would probably move Pickens up into that 5th round. I'd probably have DK Metcalf as the first player in this 5th round, and I'd probably have Pickens as, by the middle. I'd probably take Pickens over Zay Flowers.
What about over... Let's get into the 6th round because this is where all the Chiefs get taken. I didn't realize that till just now.
Yeah, end of the 5th.
But the other thing I want to bring up is let's remember this is also a redraft league. Yep. And when you get to the middle of this round, that's why I bring it up. It is Patrick Mahomes. I already said that. Then it goes Kelsey, then Worthy, Pickens, like we've already talked about, Pacheco. And then you get 3 rookies in the row, including the Enigma. You get R.J. Harvey, Travis Hunter, that's the Enigma, Travion Henderson, Jordan Addison, DeAndre Swift, Chris Godwin, Mandrews, and Chris Olave. Robbie, will you just talk about... Yeah, do it. I'm open floor.
Yep. So let me just kind of, break down this round here. Again, we're talking about talent getting super convoluted. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. So I purposely try to make sure this is the whole point of this exercise is this is what the perfect ideal draft board would look like for each and every single position. So I'm kind of like, there is some manipulation in this exercise. I am hoping that, hey, if you're able to grab Mahomes, you're cognizant the fuck enough to be like, Kelsey ain't coming back around to me. Kelsey's already falling. Oh shit, there's a dip on Mahomes and Kelsey. I need to be grabbing Kelsey. So that's my thought process from 12. Because from 12, you're not getting the luxury of what the earlier rounds are getting on top tier premium players. You're kind of going into when we break the rankings down into tiers, which is going to be on the premium version of our rankings. When you start getting into the tier portion of how shit goes, by 10, 11, 12, you're in tier 2, heading in damn near 3. So the situational circumstances becomes, am I reaching now, and what am I going to do to now make my team more wholesome just to try and make this whole situation work? How am I trying to complete a starting lineup is the way that I'm thinking. So I'm going Mahomes, Kelsey. Worthy is probably going to go from there because the other person is probably going to be thinking, oh, there's a run on the Chiefs. I need to get some piece of this offense. Let me fucking go in. Let me buy in. Pickens is just kind of there because that's kind of where he's falling in ADP. We don't know about Pickens yet. We really don't know what Pickens is going to fit into this offense. We don't even know if Pickens is disciplined enough to stay on the fucking field in most games. You know, you combine that with the arrogance of CD. I don't know if it's that much better of a fucking... CD actually knows how to control himself because he's played in the biggest of situations. I mean, so did Pickens, but he was an old Miss compared to... You know what I mean? Like, damn it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's two totally different programs ran by two totally complete different thought processes and philosophies. So that's going to be interesting how those two even clash chemistry wise. That whole situation gets convoluted. Pacheco, I feel like properly rated. I feel like Pacheco and RJ Harvey you can flip. Hunter, I don't think it's realistically getting to that point.
No,
I reach. If you notice Hunter, and even if you go to the next round, I reached on both of those. I think that those are two players that you need to be reaching. You need to be reaching or you need to be hoping that they fall.
Who? Hunter and who?
Hunter and Debo.
Okay.
It's a pull the trigger.
We will discuss Debo in a second.
Yeah, it's a pull the trigger sooner than later. Hendrickson, he's going to get the... I think that the Ramadre days are done. I don't think that we're going to... I think it's better you invest in that stock. If I'm going Bucky, James Cook, and I can have Hendrickson backing up until Ramadre gets fully phased out, because you got to realize these offenses are going to they're going to try and get the veteran a chance, but the veteran is, especially at running back, likely to probably phase themselves out eventually. So that's why I'm kind of pulling the trigger there. Addison could probably easily work his way higher up on my board. Swift, Godwin. Look, with Swift, it's Ben Johnson. You just shut the fuck up and Ben Johnson when it comes to Swift.
Talk over the private chat.
Yeah. Mark Andrews, we're just pairing that up with Lamar. And Olave, I actually probably have Olave falling. Taco, your turn. Taco, private chat.
I mean, I know that there's a lot of hype with Hunter, but with what we've seen established with Thomas and the way
Hunter allows Thomas to flourish. That's why Thomas goes higher.
There's two things that really hold me back on Hunter. What does his playing time look like on either side of the ball? Is he going to be a 70% offensive player because they're playing him so much on defense? And then two, how much and how does Trevor look? Because I said it from the beginning, and I'm going to keep hammering it. I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence like I used to. I think that there's better ways that you could probably spend your capital.
Trevor Lawrence's only problem is no protection. That offensive line is bottom half PFF.
Can I ask you a question, Taco?
Yeah.
For all I know me and you have joked around about the whole Trevor Lawrence thing for a couple of years after you're winning the money and all that.
Trevor Lawrence respectively can read the fucking.
But here's my question. I understand your hesitation on Lawrence. Let's take Hunter and Thomas out of it. I understand your hesitation on Lawrence. However, because I know this is part of Robbie's argument, does your hesitation for Lawrence go down a little bit? In my opinion, it should, because of Liam Cohen as the head coach and what he has done in the past.
No. Liam, because of Liam Cohen, it should go up.
The hesitation?
No, wait. You should.
No, I'm saying your outlook for. I'm saying you should be looking at Lawrence better because of Liam Cohen.
Oh yeah. You should be looking at Lawrence up.
I'm saying his hesitation should go down because of Cohen.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
I think this is a case where, once I see some preseason action, see what it looks like a little bit,
You're not seeing Lawrence in preseason. I'm sorry.
No, but more a little bit scheme wise, a little bit more hearing about what they plan on doing, which obviously these days is more smoke screen than anything.
You want to know what they're going to do? Look what Baker's done.
You want Taco to analyze a fucking preseason scheme and to be able to fucking try and develop these.
Taco, can I ask you a question? Taco, hold out. Were you worried about Baker Mayfield when he first became a Tampa Bay Buck? Yes or no?
Actually, I was hyped. Because remember what he did at the end with the Rams?
Okay.
You're hyped about Trevor Lawrence.
But Liam Cohen was the guy who got him to do what he did in Tampa. So why can't you be excited about Trevor?
They're again.
Hold on. Did you like Bryce Young at the end of last year?
Bryce did come on, but
did you like Bryce Young at the end of last year?
It's three things that you have to have go right for you. You need Trevor Lawrence to step up. You need a work share on Hunter that gives you enough volume to justify the position, and you need the Jags to actually not be in that.
Here's what I'm going to
Jerry Jeudy was a monster last season.
I'm going to stop you. It is my job to help you guys also find ways that you can identify opportunities early, because the way that you win is being ahead of the curve. God. Come on. Like, what are we fucking talking about? We're talking about fucking the second coming of football boy genius. We have seen this. We've seen this with McVay. We've seen this with Kyle Shanahan.
I like Cohen, but anyone that says
I've seen guys like that premature ejaculate.
Hey, I'm calling it now. Liam Cohen, next football boy genius.
I'll be honest. Right now, I could see Waddle, Judy, Wrigley, and Myers and Shakir all end up higher than him.
Dude,
I could easily make a case for all those guys to be higher at a lower draft spot. I would rather take a tight end there and do something else than Travis Hunter, based on the risk that you're having to play for a guy that hasn't even been on the field yet.
As long as we're talking Jacksonville shit, I'm gonna say this right now. When I
could
start
say Roman's just as good a shot.
I'm gonna say, stop it. Let me spit. When I get into my flex and I get to now build my flex position, I'm building that out to where I might be looking at when everyone's fading to Kenneth Walker and the fucking Travis Etienne, because that's what's happening right now. Those are the trends that is happening right now. If I can get an opportunity in a contract year at Etienne, just a year removed when he was in the top fucking 5 and the top goddamn 3 of running backs, underneath Liam Cohen, who also produced me fucking Bucky Irving last year, and I can get that as possibly my flex. Listen, there's a lot of things. We're not just talking about Travis Hunter when we talk about this Jacksonville Jaguars. Stop. There's stock to be held in this. this might be the first team since the Bortles team that can actually fucking not only win in the NFL, but maybe fucking win you fantasy chances because that division is weak.
I can make a case that every wide receiver other than Addison and Diggs after him will probably end up higher.
Hold on. What? Okay, I'm gonna listen next
Godwin,
round.
Olave, Shakir, Waddle, Judy, Samuel.
I'm gonna go to the next round, and then I am gonna spit. Next round: Shakir, Waddle, Mayfield, Judy, Pollard, Nix, Debo, Jonnu Smith, Evan Ingram, Brian Robinson, Tyrone Tracy, and Cooper Kupp. Here is my issue. There's one player that you said almost all those people. Here's my problem, and I have one problem with this round. There's one player I do not like in this round. Robbie, can you take a guess who it is? I don't like the player.
Which position?
Wide receiver.
Debo?
I would take all of those motherfuckers over Jerry Jeudy.
What? Did you not see Jeudy blowing out last year?
I'm taking Cooper Kupp over Jeudy.
Hold on. Here's my justification for Jeudy is that this team is going to go through a quarterback cycle of possibly 3 quarterbacks this year. I'm saying it right now on air. We're seeing Shador week 13.
I know how you feel.
Like, Dylan Gabriel's just not it. It's just not a thing. I don't know if you watched OTAs. It's not good. There's no reason why. I get there and pass and shorts, but it's like, bro, you threw an interception on every rep. And sometimes
I'm for sure
multiple interceptions.
I'm for sure taking Waddle. I'm for sure taking Cooper Kupp. I am taking probably Diggs. I'm taking probably.
I justify Jeudy because of volume.
Okay.
He's
definitely Pollard.
No matter who the QB is, it's gonna be fucking Judy's down there somewhere.
I'll take Caleb Johnson over Jeudy.
Yes.
You know, I could argue Jacoby Myers over him too. Like that's where I think Myers is criminally underrated in this draft.
Robbie, can you move the draft board up a tad bit because of the chats in the way of the couple rounds?
Last season, Jacoby Myers at the end was a demigod.
We gotta remember. We gotta say something
right there. No, I know. We'll leave it at that. So we're gonna go through one more round and then we're gonna go to halftime.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna go 2 rounds at once and then I'm just gonna leave it up to you guys and then we'll go to halftime. Shakir, Waddle, Mayfield, Jeudy, Pollard, Bo Nix, which I do want someone to talk about him. Debo Samuel, Jonnu, Ingram, Robinson, Tracy, Kupp. Then it goes Travis Etienne, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Caleb Johnson, David Njoku, Brandon Ayuk, Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, don't shoot your eyeball out, Cam Scatterboo, and Kincaid. Robbie, where do you want to I'm letting you have it.
So we're diving into like this whole like Khalil Shakir round. What are we in? We're in the 7th round.
Yeah.
I feel like Waddle, when we get into the deeper rankings, and I think that those that choose to get into the premium version are going to see potentially a faller in Waddle. Just because so much with Miami is dependent on the health of Tua, and also we really don't know what Darren Waller's even going to develop into yet. There's targets vacated. Waddle now has opportunity. Do they vacate those Jonnu targets to Waddle. Does Waddle make the most of his opportunities and start? Waddle is such a fucking mystery, so that's kind of why like I have Waddle right there, where it's more so like a hit or miss. Shakir, I feel like you actually need to be reaching Shakir. You could probably even justify Shakir over Olave there. You could even have Olave slide significantly even past Shakir or Waddle for that matter.
I'm taking Waddle over Olave.
Yeah. But like with Shakir specifically, it's just if I'm getting Josh Allen, I'm immediately knowing when I start getting when it starts whittling. When I'm Najee Harris with a firework in my hand and I see the wick burning, when it's time to throw the motherfucker, throw it. Don't just hold on to it. I'm gonna throw it and I'm gonna go and get Khalil Shakir. If I know for a fact that I'm grabbing Josh Allen. So that's just kind of what that philosophy was there. Baker, big playmaker. We're pairing him up with Godwin. If we can't pair him up with Evans, you're likely not going to be able to pair him up with Evans. So that's why I set that situation for this exercise. Judy's Judy. We talked about that. Pollard, get your hairline replaced. But if you notice, I do Pollard purposely with this position to maybe have Spears as the handcuff because I don't really know what's happening there. Something tells me just to secure myself if I'm going to invest in that. At least for the first couple of weeks if injury doesn't happen. If I drop Spears after that, I can come back and probably get him because no one's going to get him. At least with my thought process. Bo Nix. Let me spend a quick minute on Bo Nix. Bo Nix is stackable. It's doable. You could probably get away with pulling the trigger on Bo Nix sooner rather than later. He's probably ranked. Look, Bo is probably going to win someone a fantasy championship this year. Denver has just as much opportunity as anyone fucking else in that division. Bo has legs as well. Bo can move on the run, and Bo can also pass on the run too. Bo is a weapon. I'm buying into the Bo Nix stock. I've seen enough. And also the fantasy football proof is there too because he made last year happen with pretty much a damn near the same receiving core that he's going to be heading into with this year. I know that everyone wants to be excited about Bryant, but Devon Valet might actually be the guy to look out for there as a low-key, deep round flyer. Debo is one of those things that if you get Jaden, what's happening with Jaden Daniels is that you cannot stack him with Terry. You cannot stack him with Debo unless you reach for Debo. You can wait on the Ertz stack, but the Ertz stack isn't going to pay off as much dividends unless the scoring format is tight end premium. So I prefer matching Jaden with a receiver. So it's either you're pulling the trigger on either somehow manipulating the board in some way and manipulating the room in some way that you can get Jaden and Terry. It's showing a very low probability. So you need to go and get that with Debo, and that's why you reach for Debo. And from there, I digress.
Taco, what do you think about the 8th round?
I feel like that's a little high for Scatterbo. Tracy had such a command on the pass section of that.
Scatterbo going to teach you how a white boy run the ball.
Let him cook.
At best, you're talking about a 50-50 split with that coming in the second half of the season. I personally think that there's some bigger options or some more upside that you could take before there. Even when you look at, a couple of guys in the next round, I think I'd rather take the shot on Ridley, Rome, or Jacoby or Jennings. Just because their top end could be so much higher for so much longer than a Scatterbo who's going to have, at best, a 50-50 workload out of the gate, where Tracy, I don't think is going to see enough in the passing game for him to have standalone weekly value, in my opinion, unless there's an injury. I think that because he won't have the passing section of this game, that he will be hard. They'd be very touchdown dependent. And in those cases, I would rather have a PPR guy who could potentially break through. Like we know, again, Rome could bust, but Rome could also end up being the number one wide receiver. That is a real possibility. Scatterbo, at best, is, I think, in a 50-50 timeshare on a team that probably is going to have some stacked boxes. And how good is the offensive line going to be? So I'm not saying that Cam isn't a good pick. I'm just saying that, Tank Bigsby in round 11, I would think that he gives me similar upside to what I'm getting in Cam, and I would rather.
Let me just say something with Bigsby. Bigsby is purposely there in round 11 to secure Etienne in case Etienne does what the fuck he did last year. Here's my condition if you're going to draft Travis Etienne. If you're drafting Travis Etienne, you are drafting Bigsby or Tootin. As a safety net. This isn't a handcuff, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you can look at it as we're going below handcuff. This is safety net. I do think that Etienne underneath Cohen can do. I stick to what I said earlier. True. I do think that Etienne can perform to standards underneath Cohen. But in case he fucking doesn't, you need Bigsby or Tootin. So, Taco, to your standpoint, you're hoping if you grab Etienne, if you're in any draft room to where you're fucked and that's the best value that you can get, you're hoping that guys like Bigsby and Tootin are falling to you.
I mean, when we see the way that the running back position has played out over the last couple of years and with the lower round values coming in, I look at guys like Ray Davis as an ideal, like, hey, Cook is demanding a lot of money. Cook had a lot of workload. This is year 2 for a guy like that. Again, when I look at value, I say I would rather take some of those wide receivers that you have in that 9th round over Cam and take some of these other running backs a little bit later to get that value back. I'm not saying, like, I know what you're saying about Cam Scatterbo, and I can see the argument of over Tank Bigsby, but for 3 rounds later, that's why I say, like, for that value, the opportunity cost of, Roma Dunze could be a flex that's really like a top 12 wide receiver if he becomes a wide receiver 1. And that's kind of where, like they say, is the juice worth the squeeze? And to me, that's where I do think that some of these wide receivers do provide you with some more value and some more upside than, Cam in this situation.
Gotcha.
Like, Jordan Mason to me is fucking fantastic. Like, I would take Jordan Mason in Minnesota as a better chance because, again, I don't think that Aaron Jones stays healthy like he's never done.
Jordan Mason is gonna be there for a hot minute. And really quick, Ayo, I just want to shout out to Aaron Jones, because he a homie of the homie that's hooking us up with some connections. So I mean, we ain't got nothing.
He won me championships, bro. He won me championships.
We ain't got nothing to say about Aaron Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ayo, really quick though, hit that like for a college football picks episode. I know college football season is coming up. Y'all been seeing on my Instagram story, I've been posting a lot about my Hokies. I'm posting a lot about my Hokies. I'm ready. I'm excited. My Hokies are probably going to lose me a lot of money, but, yeah, college, yeah, hold on.
More than that.
Just because, listen, it's far away but so close. It's far away but so close, which is why we need to get those likes in early on this episode so that I can start planning and plotting and matriculating that motherfucking episode. We want it to be a good episode.
Robbie, kick us to halftime and tell us what's next.
We are getting into halftime on the next side of the show. We're breaking apart my rankings.
And I get to hold his feet to the fire.
Yeah, the rankings are not displayed.
Nope, they're not going to be.
This is pure debate, so you guys will have to kind of guess where other players will be. The free version of the rankings we're working on going to be getting those released on Instagram as well. There's also going to be a whole magazine. Like we're doing a whole fucking publication, and it's only $6.99. Like you can easily click the member button. If you become a member, you automatically get the magazine, and you get 2 free extra podcasts, and you get 10% off the new merch line that's dropping, and you get free entry into a Rumboyz Fantasy League. It's actually a really dope package that you get if you just pay $6.99. So just kind of throwing that out there. I'm not Trump grifting at all. Like, just saying. Taco, you know that was a good joke.
It was.
He's not even in camera right now. We're gonna get into halftime. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's no pressure. My homie CEO K from the A.
No pressure. Hey, come take a trip with me, little babe. Take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me. I said, take a trip with me, little babe. No pressure. Hey, take a trip with me, little babe. No liquor, we shopping when we land. ATL to MIA, come put your feet up in the sand. I almost gave up 1,000 times, I had to stick to the plan. Hey, fuck that, we finna figure this out. Why these niggas tryna box me out? Hey, rest in peace, the flipper. Yeah, you know I'm on the paper route. My third eye open for them niggas who tryna snake me out. I know these niggas watching, I'm driving home, I'm taking a different route. I'ma run that set so bad, I'ma make these niggas won't kill me now. Hey, they ain't picture me like this. VS on my neck and wrist. Hey, shout out to T Grizzly, you know we do this shit with no effort, bitch. Hey, you know it's no pressure word. I need me a no pressure, bitch. I beat a nigga, act like Rocky and Riri on my bucket list. Hey, I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money, if I don't, it's still gon' come to me. Lowe's in the living room, right now I don't want no company. Still with my day ones, how it started, like it's supposed to be. Trap nigga, pull up serving bowls, bumping Jodeci. I pull up that, Reback got that. No, this ain't baby, but 4 pockets fat. Buy this no pressure shit, I'm dying, bitch, I'm sliding by this shit. You want the recipe, get you a brick of shit, get rich. I got a rollie on my wrist, I'm chasing pay, can't chase no bitch. Top of the top, I'm up early, I'm working hard, I'm getting rich. A marathon for that paper, I'm bumping sad, I'm bumping nil. I'm pouring double cups of real, little bitch, but you know I'm a crip, no pressure. Ain't no pressure, big business, kill them all, leave no witness. Pockets filled with blue, rest in peace, dog, rest in peace. And lil' babe, she fuck with the kid, she say that she gon' try heal me. Pouring juice in double cups, when I get in my feelings, no pressure. Hey, I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch. I'ma go get that money, I'ma go get a bag. I'ma go get that money, my nigga, I'ma go get a bag. I'm pulling up with my brothers, we back to back, we paper tag. I'm thumbing through them blues, I'm riding around the city, I'm bumping sad, bitch.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy El Capitan Robbie J of the Rumboyz Fantasy Sports Network here at the NFL Players Association 2019 Rookie Premiere with Nick Bosa, with my co-host Ty Boogie. All the Rum boys and girls out there tuning in, we are sitting down with the number 1 draft pick, the one and only Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Hollywood, with Drew Lock, no other than Andy Isabella, Miles Boykin. We are sitting with Benny Snell Jr., Easton Stick, Bryce Love, UGA's own the big dog of the Bulldogs, Riley Ridley.
How you doing?
It's Friday. We all got jobs. We got an interview to do. National championship winner, NFL draftee, TJ Hawkinson, Iowa Hawkeyes, what is good, brother?
Hey, it's good to be here.
Hey, welcome. ACCR, right?
Oh, you already know.
Hail to the Redskins.
I gotta ask, you're gonna play the Browns? Like, are you gonna just burn them again? What you think you do? I mean,
I think the media put us against each other. I like them so.
You're friends. We were in a hot tub time machine, bro.
Yeah, he's cool. He plays video games just like me. That's what he really do.
For me, be able to break the all-time rushing leader in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the UK O-line, man. Y'all did that.
When you wake up in the morning, you don't want to have to feel like you're doing work.
Exactly.
You want to feel blessed and excited to do what you're doing day in and day out, and I can truly say that.
As always, ladies and gentlemen, cheers to me, cheers to you, all the rum boys and girls. What it do? Dilly. That was live.
I ain't waiting a second, I'm going in now. No freestyling, no this some pimp pal shit. See, I don't make moves to get rich shuffling quick, and I only fuck with bitches who be slobbing on that. I can get nasty, but I'm usually where the cash be. Rolling weed, sitting back, blowing shit to Cassie. I ain't doing it for the rich way, so I brought Rich Ray. When I come around like Dom, that look this way. Right into my own shit, I swear I be doing the most shit. Give you hits like Tyson and giving you vibes like Bryson. Certain things in life be so expensive, but I buy some. Certain things in life be so enticing, but I can't try them. You looking for what you looking for, yeah, I'm the item. I'll hold you down forever, you my nigga, yeah, item. I'm coming for what you say, you hold, I'm all about it. Linked up, turn a beat up, now we clouded. Feet up on heat up, red Jordan 1s. Niggas needing shows, I'm clapping shit, man, I'm the chosen one. Neck wrist on freezer like magnet. On my Tiger and Chris Brown, I can handle it.
Let me handle it, smoking like the candle lit. Any beat I study, break it down and then dismantle it. Competition challenge it, I'm dealing with some damages. Juggle lots of life, but now I'm learning how to manage it. I've been to the bottom of bottoms, I never been to the top. I pop some bottles with models, I see my friends getting shot. I sip and drown in my sorrows, I smoke a weed by the lot. I stand and post on the corner, you'll never look. I ball like a piston, you'll never play my position. You catching what I'm pitching, I'm switching, no contradiction. I'm fishing for opposition, no vision and optimism. I wish I was kinda different, but I know my mind is different. I see them bitches smiling, long as she happy. I'm on the beat violin with my nigga T Savvy. We go back in the day and bring the heat. Cali, you ain't got nothing to say. The nigga be silent. Hey buddy, don't say shit. Everybody cap, changing faces like a facelift. They think they all that. Trust me, bitch, you just basic. In 20 years, you'll be looking back, wishing to erase it.
And I'm too savvy, I'ma get it to the end of my days. And I'll be only blowing smoke if it's that Jenny A. You say you always keep a 9, but niggas, I always keep a 8. Niggas straight in my face with that cap, it's okay. Niggas stay with a fresh cut, need it, no way. I can't take these niggas serious like all the brothers Wayans. I just be adding up experience while I'm changing up my wins. And I got my own condo, so I just change it how it's laid.
And me? I'm never changing lanes. I got a better way to demonstrate and elevate the game. I keep a level-headed saying I told the devil pave the way. If ever I see there's a day, I'll disappear like David Blaine. I never had it from magic, I had to grab it from tragic. Sometimes I wish like Aladdin get thrown the pits with the dragons. Imagine living in lavish, I wanna get it, I have it. I remember shit in the trash cans, in the trenches in Afghan. But I made it back to the States, made it back to being black. And now they laugh in my face. With all that's happening, it's so hard to say this place is so great. So on the track I found my faith and put my faith in the tape. Yeah.
Savvy, Richard Ray, and that's it. Oh yeah, Young Savvy lifestyle. Peace.
Alrighty, we are back live here on the Rumboyz Fantasy Network. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm excited for how some the debates of the clips are going to come out for this episode, because we've gotten into some shit and now we're about to get into rankings. What the fuck? Nobody saw nothing behind me. Anyways,
Taco, look at the group chat or look at the private chat and DM.
I know. I already started.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Started, which means he didn't finish. I already started. I did not finish.
That's what she said.
Whoa. He has never said that before.
I didn't say whose woman. I just said that's what she said.
Cheers to me. Cheers to you, all the Rumboyz and girls want to do. That was fucking vile. Billy. You know, this glass is going to look so much better when Washington gets the Super Bowl this year.
Hey, Taco, guess what great... Robbie, don't say it. Taco, guess what great state I get to go to in 2 weeks?
New York?
No. My work... So, live in California. My company is sending 75 of us to one place out of town. Where do you think they picked?
New Orleans.
Colorado!
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Mike's going to be here.
I would have never guessed that if you gave me a million tries.
I'm going to try and meet up with Mike.
We're going to figure it out. We're going to see. Let's just say this. Robbie, do you think I could go to his campus and knock on a door and try to get Deion Sanders?
No, not on campus. Deion actually lives like a couple of neighborhoods down that way.
Wait, what? How far are you from Boulder?
I'm not going to dox myself. And Deion doesn't live in Boulder.
No shit.
Yeah. Lee said, "Get ready to do nothing, Mike." Have you? This man clearly does not follow my Snapchat.
I think we're all older than 13.
I don't know if I am, but some of us are going whitewater rafting on class 4s.
Hey, whitewater rafting is dope.
I can't swim.
I'm not wide enough to do that.
I don't know if I'm going. I know it's a thing, but I don't think I'm going. Well, Robbie knows the one thing I think. Robbie knows the thing that I think we're going to because my boss likes to gamble.
I mean, yeah. If y'all go to Blackhawk,
I'm hitting you up.
I'll try and scheme it up to where like.
Well, I'll hit you up when I'm getting the itinerary next week, so I'll let you know what I find out.
Are you coming the weekend of the 19th?
No, the next. I'm pissed. If it was the 19th, I would skip rocks and go to the freaking draft.
No. Then we'll have more fun.
Oh, that's the SFB draft?
Yeah, 19th is the SFB draft.
That's what I'm saying. If that was the case, I would have kicked rocks for my team and said, "Peace out. I'm going to the SFB, motherfuckers."
Yeah. Let's go. You got rage baited on yo. Yeah, I did. I raged the fuck out on Snapchat today. It was great. I love my followers though. Like, they're fucking awesome. Let's get into the rankings. So, first off, Shop GLD, link down below. Second off, remember, Google Form is coming out. Like, pay attention to our community posts on YouTube if you only follow us on YouTube. I have not been posting on the Hitlerbot X. We know why. Because I just made the joke as to why. So that justifies my whole reason as to why I have not been on X. But if you need me, Instagram. I'm heavy on Insta lately. I'm heavy on Insta. Like, I'm on Insta for goddamn sure. I'm checking Insta daily.
Robbie,
so, yeah. DM me on Insta.
Before we get into your ranks, okay. Which position is that? Are you talking wide receiver, Taco?
Yo, can you say pause?
Pause. Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. Robbie, real quick before we get into your rankings. Rebuild. Rookie draft just started. Rebuild. Trade away DeAndre Swift and my 26th first for 105.
I mean, you're trading away Swift. Like, you're giving Swift to someone.
That 105 could be Hunter.
Hunter's already gone.
Listen, I don't give a fuck. You're giving up.
So, Taco, can I fucking talk? He didn't ask you.
Hunter,
what is left on the board?
Hunter went at 102. The only three that are gone are Genty, Hunter, and Omarion. I know.
My thing is with Hendrickson is I'm praying for him to be the next Corey Dillon.
Yeah. It's a rebuild. That's the reason I know it's a 26 first. I know it's a first, but 26 first isn't as big as 27 first.
Judkins is going to go before, so you're going to have to settle for Hendrickson. What are you giving up?
105 Swift and 26 first.
Swift and Ben Johnson's offense seems to be the most reliable Bears piece.
But here's the problem. Remember what we've talked about. Is it? Swift is the one, or Johnson is the one that got him out.
And how long do you expect that to last? That's not more than a year or two. Like
Taco,
Swift.
That's what Mike is just saying. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm dealing Swift,
you're trying to get out of the stock early.
Yeah. The fact that I'm dealing Swift is like fucking.
And here's the thing.
At 5, you have to take it. If the 104 takes Hendrickson, then you pull the plug on Judkins. And if they take Judkins, you're fucked.
But if they take Tet McMillan at 4,
then you're taking Judkins
over Henderson.
Yeah, because Judkins is about to become Chubb 2.0.
Okay. All right, so. Taco, is that Christian?
You're not going to trust Jerome Ford to fucking.
That's what you're talking about? Okay. All right, so here we go. I'm going to the message from Robbie.
So okay. Blind, they were going into this blind. You get to state the position that I ranked them, but you get to cause controversy as to why I ranked them.
Okay, so here's the thing.
I
am going to start it. Okay, so I'm not going to know what you pick. Taco, you have these rankings, right? So I'm going to give one ranking at quarterback that I want to question, and then Taco, I don't know who it is. I'm going to have you give another quarterback that you want to question. You can say the rank, but don't say other people around it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going down in my head. All right, I got a question for you, and I'm going to give 2 rankings on this because I have difficulty with these 2. Right now, you have C.J. Stroud at 12. Why? Because there are 3 or 4 people below, and the one person I'm going to bring up is Drake May over C.J. Stroud is a slam dunk to me.
Drake May and Stroud could easily be flipped.
Okay.
I am not trusting the unity of the receiving corps in
yet. Right now. No, that's why I think you have Stroud too high.
I will let Taco speak before I answer you.
Okay.
Taco, your take on where I have CJ Stroud, because you don't get to bring up your players yet. You get to bring up a player in the.
What do you think yet?
I can I think that to me is like almost a tier on its own with those 6 guys from just for some of the similar guys
from 12 to 16, yeah,
something like that.
For preference, I have Stroud at 12.
Yeah.
To me, I think he's in that tier. You can argue up, you can argue down. I think that's more about personal preference and luck of the dice because either one of those guys can find their way up. Personally,
are you in agreement with my ranking or are you not?
I tend to lean a little bit more towards Mike in his assessment, just because Stroud is a little more one-dimensional. He doesn't have enough running upside, in my opinion. to put him there.
I think Drake May's a better runner than CJ Stroud.
Yes,
what it comes down to.
I'll say that. I'll say that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have May at 16. I have Stroud at 12.
Yep.
Are you saying, are we, without revealing who's there, are we moving him up to Stroud's position?
I think all those guys are like flat. You can take a shot on any one of them.
So it's a tier thing. It's a tier thing. It's a tier.
I'm not moving him all the way up to 12, but I would honestly put CJ Stroud at 16.
I mean, I could see that either way.
You put Stroud at 16?
Yep.
Kind of, but then at the same point, I could see him where he's at.
If I'm on the clock right now,
because of his natural ability, I don't think that I can justify 16 between the players that are in between.
Well,
I do agree that it is a tier. I do agree that it's a tier, but if I'm going to talk about splitting hairs, give me Stroud above those guys.
Well, let's bring one more of those guys up, only because we've talked enough about them in the mock draft, so we can bring them up.
Sure.
Are you taking Taco on the clock?
You get one position at this position. So
no, but Taco on the clock, because I'm just saying I'm only bringing him up because we've already talked about him and his offense. Question is for Taco: if you're on the clock, are you taking CJ Stroud or Dak Prescott?
Deep down, I'm probably going to take Dak. Deep down.
So
I'm afraid I'm doing the same thing.
Here's the thing. So deep down, you're doing what?
I have a feeling I would take Dak over Stroud if I'm on the clock, and those are my only two options.
But I will say this: all the other ones below him, I wouldn't.
Let me release this.
Okay.
I have Stroud at 12. I have Dak at 13. Okay. I am willing to pose an argument as to why, for the amount of time off for Dak, for the reacclimation, and for who the offensive or for the head coach, better lack thereof, is now going to be. I think that I can make a case for dropping Dak below 13. I'm giving Dak 13 because of his previous year's production. So I feel like I'm being generous.
Okay.
I should probably, in all honesty, with Dak, put a guy like Herbert or Purdy, being that Herbert gained Trey Harris. Purdy has just been Purdy the whole time. And maybe Drake May's mobility probably pushes Dak at 16 when we really talk about it. Taco.
Right. So Taco,
because you're the only delineating factor. I feel like we Dak 16, Dak drops. As of July, we haven't seen no film.
No. So are we going to Taco's guy?
Yeah, Taco is Taco.
So Taco, I'm setting you up, Taco.
You get your first QB. We don't have to rush. We're good.
No. I know who it is, so I'm setting him up. So Taco, go to the Great North. And why is Lambeau Field your topic of discussion?
The QB controversy? Okay.
Because low key, if you ask me, this dude is the dude that's going to break out.
Jordan Love?
This is that year 3 dude, looking super solid, has a rushing upside, has enough receivers.
And they got him a number one receiver.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Has a plethora of receivers to make it happen. taking that year 3 leap. Like all the signs of what you normally expect from a breakout are just starting to like kind of show itself around a Jordan Love for me. So that's kind of like when I look at it and I see guys like
listen. So here's the thing.
Knicks. While I do like them, I would much rather have a Jordan Love than even a Golf.
Am I arguing Bo Nix and Jordan Love? Is that the two that I'm arguing?
I mean that's I think he should be a little bit. I think I have him in the top 10.
Give me the two that I'm arguing.
We could say Golf and Love.
Golf and Love? Okay. The Golf and Knicks argument was, or the Love and Knicks argument was probably better. Look, if I'm gonna go Golf and Knicks, we're talking about splitting hairs. I don't care about that. But if I want to entertain what you were gonna originally say, Knicks just possesses that rushing upside. But
I agree. That's why I went away from that. I want to win.
Hang on. Can I cook?
No, he never lets you cook.
But Jordan Love is easily the unique position about being ranked in like that top 12 grouping is like you have just as much of ability to get into the top 5, like that like 6 to like 12. You had just as much ability to get in the top 5 as anyone that's in the top 5 to drop down into that bottom 6. So, like, with Jordan Love, it's such a conundrum because Matt LaFleur does so good at putting it together. So, if I'm looking at Jordan Love and I rank Jordan Love at 11 because I want to buy him at value. I want to get Jordan Love at value. I want everyone to be like, I need to go and get Kyler because he can rush and he's short, so he's gonna run like a taller, getting a fucking snack store from him. Fuck that. I'll gladly let you take Kyler if I can get Jordan Love. So that's kind of more of a if the dream scenario fits ranking.
I mean, I think I would even rather have Jordan Love than Baker Mayfield.
Huh?
I said I think I'd even rather have Jordan Love than Baker Mayfield.
That's an argument to have on roster construction.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reach for Jordan Love over Baker Mayfield.
No, I wouldn't. I would play the falling game because, again, I think we talked about...
Baker has too many weapons. When you talk about what he has beyond Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Cade Otton, he also has fucking McMillan, and he has now also Emeka. Like, no, I don't. Emeka could easily eclipse. Emeka has just as much opportunity to become wide receiver 2 or 3 as Jalen McMillan has opportunity because Chris Godwin, I think, is, despite contract and shit, I think they're going to be like, we did what we could and we'll just bite the dust on the money. Like, Tampa's in a crazy situation where they could be like, we could cut bait with whoever. Tampa has built so much depth and so much.
Tampa could also be more run heavy than the Packers.
I don't want to talk about Tampa. I'm not getting into Tampa is cooking. Tampa's cooking.
Jordan Love's gonna make you pay.
Tampa's a whole different episode within itself.
Can I ask you a quick question about that your comment, Robbie?
Yeah.
We talked about Trevor Lawrence earlier in the mock draft and about Travis Hunter or whatever. Are you worried about Liam Cohen leaving Tampa?
Ooh.
Here's why I don't worry.
Because I'm not really worried either.
Here's where Tampa's worry is. Here's where Tampa's worry is you have too much talent to know what to do with. So you don't know who to put into you have
because you have 5 wide receivers.
5. You got 5. You got 5 that could go out there and really. You got 5 that could go out there and be a guy. They don't have to be the star. They don't have to be the number 1. You have 5 that go out there and be a guy. You have
and
two.
In all honesty,
you have two that are a one on any given team.
And in my opinion, Bucky is number one, yes, but you have two guys that I don't know who the RB2 is going to be. Is it going to be freaking Rachaad White or is it going to be Sean Tucker?
Exactly. And then hear me out with this. So the backfield's convoluted, the receiver's convoluted. Here's the thing.
I know it.
Because everything is so congested, I don't have to worry about tight end ever. I never have to run 12 personnel. I never have to run jumbo sets.
But doesn't that also free up Cade Otton?
Now, Cade Otton is the problem.
We haven't talked about tight ends yet.
I know, but we'll talk about that.
So listen, here's what I'm saying. These wide receiver rankings can greatly move, and these quarterback rankings can greatly improve, and they can greatly move around. There's a lot of guys in a lot of situations that we really got to just sit back and assess. Shiloh. IDP darling. Buy premium. That's why you need to go and get premium right there, because premium's gonna have IDP gems. I'm going to have 32 IDP gems in premium. Yeah, Buccaneers have all good props. The Buccaneers aren't a dangerously good position. Mike, do you want to expand on quarterback, or are we good? Do you feel like
no?
We're good?
I'd rather expand on the other two.
Running back, let's get it.
So we're gonna go to running back. Taco, if you want to look and give me a name while I'm looking for mine. I know this is redraft. I'm trying to still get my head out of what do you call it?
Dynasty.
Yeah.
I mean, I have an easy one.
If you have it, go.
Yeah. Have a fucking CMC be ranked at 7. That's fucking a crime. It's redraft.
So my thought process with CMC is one of two things are going to happen. Is the reaction that you just gave on camera about how the fuck, or either I'm not buying into this stock because of the injury history and the age to go convoluted with that. So I have CMC in this area to where one of two things can happen. I don't want people to bid too high. I don't want people to bid too low. I think that it's a proper ranking and a proper expectation when we look also side by side with what the draft board that I produced earlier as to what they can possibly be expecting as a range of potential outcomes. On the greatest scale, he can fall to that, and he can be that ranking at the greatest scale. He can obviously exceed that because he is CMC. But I need to take injury into account. I need to also take into account that San Francisco system is a plug-and-play system. So if CMC shows any sign of regression to Kyle Shanahan, Shanahan is easily going to not show any heart.
I fully disagree with you here. I can't, especially with like the split that you have in Detroit. Like it's hard for me to put Gibbs over him. With the age of Henry, it's again hard.
Do you mind referring to what Mike did during Mike's years with both Denver and Washington when he had a running back carousel?
Listen.
No. I'm asking. Do you mind referring to what Kyle has done every year previously before CMC?
Even with him having reduced workloads, his utilization in both ends,
it's just independent.
It still won't be more than what you're giving up to Montgomery.
That's cute. I appreciate your assessment. I think that you need to be preparing with CMC for whatever, which is why when on the draft board exercise that we had, I had that person also going Isaac Garendo as a safety net. Because I don't want the CMC manager walking out there fucking blind with their dick in their hand, not knowing what to do.
That's a perfectly fair way to approach the draft because when you do think about a Shanahan system,
so my ranking
is predicated on the run.
So my ranking would be a fair assessment.
I mean, again, in my eyes, there's no way that I'm not top three.
If you're drafting CMC, are you driving the handcuff or not?
I mean, if I'm drafting any of these guys, I'm going to get the handcuff.
You're not getting the handcuff for every single one. Stop it. You know that's not how it works.
But I mean, look, A-Chain. You have A-Chain above him, and A-Chain has just as good a chance to get injured as CMC without the history of delivering and not being an offense that's as good.
The only argument that you have against A-Chain is Tua. And even if Tua gets injured, until A-Chain gets banged up.
16 games? 17
A-Chain runs with a fucking guardian cat. I'm okay with A-Chain.
He is not CMC yet. For me, I am not taking him in that Miami situation because the Miami situation, like you said, once Tua goes down, it's bad.
That's cool. I want to get into the next player then. That's cool. You gave a great argument. I don't think that is potent.
I mean, I'll be honest.
All right, so I have a hard time coming up with one that's in a top area.
You have more running back.
I know we're giving two. I know, but what I'm saying is I have a hard time figuring one out because I'm giving more of one that I'm not necessarily like diehard up or down, but I ragged on this guy last year and he proved me freaking wrong. I had to eat crow last year. But I was looking where you have his backup. We know where everyone has his quarterback. And then you look at guys below him, not going to give them away, but just saying like right there, but right around that 10 to 15 range. Are we sold that James Cook is going to be a top 12 running back?
Oh, no.
Hold on. I think that the touchdowns will regress. I think that I do need that share. I think that is one of those where it may regress by a couple.
Can I ask you a question that matters?
I don't think it's a few. I think it's a couple.
But can I ask you a question that matters to that regression?
Ray does matter.
How much does Ray eat in?
Not
just an overall production.
I don't think that it's enough yet. I think that Buffalo was in a situation with James Cook as similar to Washington is in with Terry McLaurin. You know that you cannot exist without this person, so you need to pay this person.
But are they also going to doctor them so they don't have to pay them?
Buffalo is eventually going to do it. Buffalo's situation is similar to Washington's situation. Hurry up and do it so that the offense and everything is locked in before you miss those reps.
Okay.
Because Buffalo is in a situation that Washington's empathy is in, where your window is now. So go. Buffalo has to acknowledge that their window is still open. I don't think that Buffalo is fully aware of that.
Okay.
I think there is a faction of Buffalo that's like, we've done it, and can we really go further? But they don't. I don't think they realize Josh can really do this.
Josh can. Yes.
Yeah, Josh really can. But I think that they need to wake up and realize that they need James.
But not even that. I also think they need to. I think Buffalo's problem is the same problem that I think your team has. The defense
is your bias outside of it, Mike. Can Buffalo win without James Cook?
Yes.
Yes, they can't
win. Buffalo wins a Super Bowl without James. We're talking about the cursed Buffalo Bills. Can they win without James?
Okay. No. Hear out. No, they cannot. But here's the problem.
This fucker said they could.
Okay, they can. But here's the problem. They can't win with the defense they have either. They can't win a Super Bowl with the defense they have. And I think they need to get rid of Cook eventually to get the pieces on defense to get them the chip.
So
I think Ty Johnson and Ray Ray Davis.
That's in their back mind. That's in the back of their head, and that's why they haven't done it.
McDermott is their head coach, correct? McDermott's a defensive motherfucker, not an offensive.
McDermott wants to punch motherfuckers in the mouth.
He's got the quarterback. Now he needs to get his defense.
If they can afford it.
Fair.
But that's why I think they need to. That's why they can't pay him.
Because of my standpoint, Ray can play the smash mouth style that Buffalo does like to play. If you look back in those Jim Kelly days, it wasn't the receivers that were the highlight.
No, but I think what it is, Robbie, my last point to it. I think what it is they're going to keep – they're not going to be able to pay to win. They're not going to be able to pay a running back Le'Veon Bell CMC money. So what they're going to do is
– they're never going to get OJ again running away.
So what they're going to do is they're going to get a running back, play him on his rookie deal, boom, get another third-round running back, play him on his rookie deal, and because you're paying
but that's always been Buffalo's weakness since Marshawn Lynch has never been able to compensate for it.
Yes, but they've also never had a quarterback that could do what Josh can do. So now you have Tyrod Taylor and J.P. Lossman.
Who would you rather have this season, Mike? The guy that you had just mentioned, James Cook, or James Conner?
Or who?
James Conner.
James Cook.
Wait, are we talking about for fantasy?
Yeah.
But
I think that's pretty close.
I would rather have James Conner. James Cook.
Wait. So Taco, your controversy is James Cook, James Conner?
Well, no, just because we were talking about Cook at 12, and I would say that's one guy when I look at it that I would really consider Conner over Cook.
Here's the
TDs worry me. Like last year, we all expected TD regression from Cook. And with the way that offense runs with Allen in the red zone and Ray Davis stepping in, I do worry you out of that.
Here's the thing with Conner. Conner is a fluctuate. It was what I call the proper fluctuation in fantasy because whether I'm talking to you, Taco, or Mike, drop the mic.
Yep.
We're all going to land in the same range with Conner.
Mm-hmm. He's not sexy. That's the problem with him.
But he produces.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying,
which makes, and I want us to be the YouTube channel to say that James Conner is 100% draftable.
Oh, dude, he's
100%.
Yeah, he's a sneaky stud.
You guys have been working with me long enough. Remember when before the fall off of DeAndre, when I was like, DeAndre is quarterback proof, he can do whatever. Remember before Jay and Daniels became a commander, I was like, Terry McLaurin, quarterback. There are certain players that are they're offense proof. James Conner is just offense proof. He's gonna do whatever he's gonna do. And you're just going to get the numbers. He's what you need. And he's falling in that RB2 range to where he's so undeniable.
It's value, bro.
I play James Conner as one of those guys. He doesn't have, a fancy name like Quinshon Judkins. Or he gets, overlooked where it's this is the guy that you should be getting. Just because his name is James Conner, people overlook him. James Conner can cook. I want to get into Mike. Mike.
Yes, I'm looking at your list.
Is it tight ends or receivers next that I sent you?
Tight ends.
Tight ends. We're getting into tight ends. Hey, Taco.
Yep.
Taco. Good take on that James Conner shit.
Oh yeah, bro. That's what we
Way
do,
to pass
bro.
the ball.
Rock.
Taco, do you have one that stands out right away, or are you looking?
I mean, I guess at this point I have to say it. At 17 for Kyle Pitts, do we think that maybe this is the year? Top 12?
Do I have permission to take a shot first?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah, because, I mean, this is... I mean,
Hey, if I'm just going to say this, Robbie, if we are talking tight end 7, no matter what the name is,
yeah.
If we are discussing... No, not even that. If we're discussing tight end 17 on July 11th, that deserves, you can drink whatever you want.
But it was just so happened to be Kyle Pitt.
I mean, let's face it, bro. He's a little kick that we like to have
right now.
Come on now, right. we all know that in our minds when we drafted, we envisioned everything that we've envisioned for the last 5 years. It's like, oh, this is the year, because and that's the crazy part. I feel
like Tacos quit farming so hard.
It's just me being me.
That's the problem.
I'm a natural.
You're a Yankee.
I did not want to talk about this. All right, so can I be real? Like, I was mad generous to Kyle Pitts at 17. Because here's my take. It's second year Penix. I'll count the games that he played as a little bit of a stint of a rookie season because, like, the NFL is not like the NBA. I'll say that he got to play, so he's ready. He's ready for the speed of the NFL. Kyle Pitts ain't doing shit still. Like, avoid Kyle Pitts. I'll take Darren Waller over Kyle Pitts at this point.
Ooh. I mean, I like the guy under Pitts too, but that's... I mean, we're going to get real balls.
Because here's the thing with Kyle Pitts. Like, here's the thing. I don't want to invest. And then get burned.
Yeah. But, I mean, when you're getting him at tight end 17, it's like, bro... I'm getting a me bound. You know what I mean? I'm just putting up a me bound.
Shout out to Angel Reese for the cover.
I mean, like she said, dude cooked on that one. I can't wait to get into wide receiver because I have a very valid point.
Here's my thing with Kyle Pitts, bro. Like, you have Ferg in that range that I ranked. You have Likely. You have Zach Ertz, you have Freiermuth, you have Hunter Henry. You can get Sicky with Gesicki. Like the chat just said, I'll take Darren Waller's music over fucking Kyle Pitts.
Leafs, I don't know what you're smoking, but it must be the best shit in Canada.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, man.
Canada has really good fun.
Loki, I think likely is likely to pop off.
And he's not in Canada.
Oh, he's not? Okay, never mind. All right, here's the thing. Here we go. Here's mine. I'm bringing mine up. I lost it. I found it. Mine is a person that I think could end up in the top 10. But you don't have him in your top 10. But I think he's a sneaky pick to move up to the top 10.
Hold on. Let me take a look.
Don't say who it is because we don't get too many ranks away.
Not in the top 10, but could be in the top 10.
Yes.
And my one question is it a rookie?
No. I think you can have Tucker Kraft higher than 14.
I saw it, but I couldn't pull the trigger.
And I'm going to be 100% honest.
I could put him. No.
I need to say this.
Uh-oh.
I could see a situation that Tucker Kraft outscores Travis Kelce.
You're agreeing with Taco, just so you know. Go ahead.
I think Tucker Kraft. No, but here's what my problem with Jordan Love is: all the freaking wide receivers. I think it's too convoluted of a room. But I think Tucker Kraft can outscore Travis Kelce in the right situation.
Is this situational or is there more in depth? Because otherwise, I can't do that.
I mean, I seen Jordan Love on a boat, bro. My man is living a great life.
I cannot, in good faith,
say he's going to be a top 10 or say he's going to go higher than Travis.
Both.
What's Green Bay? Hey, Taco. What's Tucker Kraft's what's Green Bay's week 1 matchup?
I don't have a clue, actually.
Well, look it up.
Hold on.
That's what Robbie meant.
Hold on. Okay, listen, I'm not thinking.
I cannot, in good faith, like, even heading into week 1, I don't know if I can do that.
Which part, though?
Oh, that's the Lions.
My Travis Kelce take or my top 10 take?
Tucker Kraft against the Lions might be a play. It's going to be contrarian. No, we're not doing DFS. Mike, fuck you. I'm putting Kelce above.
Well, you have him above.
Yeah, I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. Fuck you.
I'm not. No, if I'm ranking it, I am not ranking Kraft ahead of Kelce. I am ranking Kraft in my top 10, but I think there's a chance that he could. It's not out of the picture that he could outscore Kelce. And I am going to agree with Taco on something because he just said it. I do think that he could even possibly outscore Mark Andrews because I think Mark Andrews is on his way down and the other one is on his way up.
Likely to pop off.
I mean, he was white shoes. He was black shoes away.
The free rankings are going to drop on Instagram. Mike has them, so Mike is going to get to.
I'll say this one thing.
I mean,
that dude is the best ball monster.
But I gotta say this to Cook. I mean, Isaiah Likely was only an inch of black shoes away from scoring another touchdown last year. Oh wait, who won that game? The Chiefs. Ha ha.
I tell you this, in best ball, is one of your best.
You're getting. Hey guys, you guys are going to get the finalized rankings.
Yeah.
Because these guys are going to get influence. The basic version is going out for free.
All right, here we go. Wide receivers, because we don't need to talk any more tight end shit.
All right. Yep. Let's close it out. You both get 2 receivers.
I know my first one.
Taco, who do you have?
So, I mean, you have this guy as a top 12 quarterback. You have this guy as a top 12 quarterback, right? You consistently believe in this quarterback, right?
I know it is.
And now you have a guy that's going to this quarterback.
Oh, never mind.
Who's delivered on a consistent basis, who's going to go into his natural position on the field, sliding into a beautiful slot role for top 12 quarterback in yours. But you have him ranked outside of the top 50 wide receivers. He's like under 50. I cannot believe it.
Who?
Behind Christian Kirk at 55. That is criminal. I say he might outproduce Travis Hunter this year.
Hold on.
You can almost lock that in that he's going to outproduce Hunter.
Christian Kirk.
Hold on. Here's what I'm going to say about Christian Kirk is that you're emotionally attached. Second,
I think it's funny that he's emotionally attached to an ex-Jaguar.
Yeah.
No, we've already established that the Jaguars are his closet team. Look, the Bengals are my closet team. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone has a closet team.
Yeah, they're more than your closet team.
Yeah, everyone has a closet team. Look, here's what I'm going to say about Christian Kirk with Houston now. Houston went out and made moves at receiver and did different things and got rid of guys and there's not much consistency, and that's my only justification. Could that be persuaded? Yes. Am I ready to persuade that right now? No. No. It's going to take a lot of film, and I'm sorry, but Higgins can, he can do some shit. So I don't know. Like, I kind of like Jaden Higgins, and I'm growing more attached.
Well, I like Noel.
I like Noel as well, and I'm growing more. Houston has been able to figure out, even with Tank Dell's injury, like when Tank Dell burst onto the scene, like Houston, when Nico burst onto the scene, Houston's figured out how to make young talent pop off. That's fine, worried, because Houston doesn't have attachment issues. They have injury issues. For me, with Houston, is how long can someone stay healthy? I worry when the receiver puts on the Houston uniform.
I mean, you can say all that, but you can also say that Tank Dell might get hurt, and again, that just leaves so much opportunity.
Well, Tank Dell's not starting, so
I mean, not Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Nico every year has had an injury himself as well. Like again,
but Nico, when we talk about fantasy numbers, has put himself on such a level already.
Yeah. Which to me makes it even better for Kirk. Because now there's a clear one, and he's clearly in the slot. With a guy like, again, CJ Stroud.
I'm not opening up this window for a guy that's been no more than a 1 to a or not, that's been no more between a 2 to a 3 to a flyer, to open him up to even entering the. He's a 2 to a 3 to a flyer at best. If you have that much conviction, take it. But just know that it's a value play. You're taking a value play, and that's why I have him for you to purely get value. I'm justifying it as value. You should be happy. You should be happy that I have him there.
I mean, I look at some of these.
I
other
did
guys.
you a service. If anything, for a player like you for fantasy, I just did you a service. I just made you so much more happier. If anything, you're walking into your draft, you're like, Rumboyz Robbie has him as this. Oh my god.
I mean, who would you rather have this season, Diggs or Kirk?
Can I just sniff pink powder on Cardi B's boat? I think that joke answers the question.
You're right. I think so.
I would just sniff pink powder on Cardi B's boat. Give me Diggs.
All right. My turn. I got a guy who was second wide receiver on his team.
Have y'all seen Michael Irvin coked out playing football? Like, come on.
Not Grandpa Irvin. He gets like fucking shit in the lobby.
All right.
Shut up, Papu.
I got a guy who's second wide receiver on his team. We have seen teams like the Bengals be able to support two wide receivers, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. This team has supported two wide receivers in the past. One has moved on. You have this guy at a decent ranking. I mean, I'm not digging as deep as Taco did on this one.
I love how focused I am. Yeah.
However, I still think you have Devontae Adams too low.
Wow. So we're really going to make me talk about the fucking Los Angeles Rams.
And I'm not saying that he should be top 10.
I don't give the Rams enough coverage. So
I'm taking Devontae Adams over Tyreek Hill. Boom!
Okay.
What?
Hold on. If I give this take, you have to agree to make the next cover a Ram.
Next week?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's good.
How drunk are you?
Davante Adams absolutely deserves to be above Tyreek Hill. Here's the thing.
What?
You can easily flip-flop the two when it comes to fantasy football because of the coordinators. Because it's not.
I don't.
The head
Taco,
coaches.
I don't trust me.
The head coaches. When this becomes a conversation of boy genius versus boy genius. Who gets who open more? Who produces more opportunities for more? But Mike said something in a way that, for me personally, my NFL, fuck fantasy football, my NFL mind cannot deny. My gosh, give me Devontae over Tyreek because Devontae in McVay's system with Puka.
I'm just saying they've already been able to do it with Puka and Cooper.
What's so dope about McVay's system is that no one notices that it's not predicated on a single tight end or jumbo sets. So like they could just easily just give you deep receiver sets and be like, we're gonna kill you with speed and a lot of speed.
Well, Robbie, I'm gonna say a couple things that I've been saying all spring.
That roster is
Taco.
Hey, Laquan, NFL Network. Hey, Laquan, y'all ready?
So Taco hasn't been here. I understand that, and this isn't to bag on Taco for not being here in the past. This is just something I've been saying. Because your reaction when I said Devontae over Tyreek. Who is the head coach for the Miami Dolphins, Taco?
They change head coaches?
No. Who is the head coach?
Mike McDade, whatever his face.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, a couple years right now.
No. Because Robbie knows where I'm going with this. And who's the head coach of the Los Angeles Rams?
McVay.
Here's my point. Sean McVay will be in LA as long as he wants to be.
Do y'all remember what Sean McVay did with fucking Santana Moss and Pierre Garçon?
Hold on.
Do I need to remind y'all niggas what Sean McVay did with Pierre Garçon?
Let me cook. Sean McVay will be in LA as long as he wants to be. Correctish?
Yeah.
McDaniels is getting fired after 2025. Goodbye.
But if that happens, you could still see Tyreek Hill traded in the middle of the season and still get that.
No. What Mike is kind of bringing up is like, I'm not trying to.
This team
I'm
sucks.
gonna pull an Unk status right now. I'm gonna go full Unk. Mike.
Yeah.
I have an assignment for you.
Did I not say that I think New England's going to have a better record?
I have an assignment. Taco, I have an assignment.
Oh, what?
Go back. Watch that Santana Moss.
Oh, he's a beast.
Watch that Pierre Garçon.
Were they on the same team?
Yeah. Watch that Jordan Reed at tight end.
I never liked Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed won me.
I know. I just was never.
Jordan Reed won me 2 championships.
I just was never a Reed guy.
Listen. That's all. Do you know who did that?
Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan.
Mike LaFleur or Matt LaFleur was also a part of that too.
Well, let's just
hold on. You want to talk about some of the nastiest offensive fuck whatever you see during the film when you see the defensive side.
Yeah, I know.
When you want to talk about, because the defensive coordinators at that point in time were not shit. When you want to talk about the nastiest offensive play calling that you will literally ever be able to fucking fathom. You want to talk about some shit from offensive play calling? We're talking about McVay before. Like, all these guys were all on the same coaching tree. You want to see some exotic shit? Go look at that. Go watch that.
That's all we know.
Bro, go watch 2016, 2017 Washington. You're talking about diabolical schemes. You're talking about X crosses. You're talking about fucking jumbos like jumbo sets with Chris Cooley and Jordan Reed. You're talking about shit that like
Taco, will you cut him off and give it your second wide receiver?
Taco, you cannot compete with what Devontae is going to do in the McVay scheme. You cannot. You're not ready. No one's ready for what Devontae is going to do in a McVay scheme.
1,700 yards the 2 seasons before last year for Hill. I'm not saying he'll hit 1,700, but he'll definitely hit more yards than Adams this year.
He can get more yards, but I think Devontae's going to get 5 more touchdowns.
5 more touchdowns is a lot to say for a guy that can get 13, 15, 12, 9, 7.
Devontae
guy that has Puka and that has Tyron.
Devontae literally just gets.
And Adams is still a little bit older.
Hey, Mike. Did you have Pierre Garçon on a fantasy team?
Not with Washington, but with Indy, yeah.
Did he win
he still won.
Yeah. You got your championship?
Yeah, he still helped me out.
Get ready for that with Devontae. Devontae is about to go in. Devontae has already done his Devontae era. Devontae's about to give you that.
Here's the last thing I'm going to say. Here's the very last thing I'm going to say, and then Taco, you need to talk about your second guy. If you watch the wide receiver show, plus everything else we know about him and all this other drama with Devontae. Devontae is one of those players that does not play well when he's not happy. Not everyone's like that.
He's going to be happy in this.
He is stoked to be in LA. He is fine. Taco, who's your second guy?
I'm making love every night to the playbook.
All right, Robbie, let Taco go with the second player. It's already we're at almost 2.5 hours.
Jesus Christ! God damn it! Well, I guess my second guy is going to be a guy who was probably a league winner for a lot of people last year. Jennings. I really like me some Juwan Jennings. I think that right now, Robbie has him ranked probably a little too low for my liking.
Well, can you tell the audience where I have them? I have him.
You know me. Mike likes to live in that top tier with the Tyreek Hill.
Just answer the fucking question.
What are you talking about?
I'm down here in the slums at 45 and 55.
We say sleepers during the offseason, and you give me a guy who's on everyone's fucking roster.
Hold on.
All right, Tyreek Hill.
Who do I have you on ranked as, please?
45.
Okay. Thank you. Who do you feel that, or where do you feel that I should have Juwan going?
I would say I'd probably rank him around 36, 37, where you have Debo and Kupp. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about Kupp who can't stay healthy in the field, and Debo who is not going to be a third option.
Mike, bail me out. I don't
have
Juwan
Jennings could be the number one on that team.
I don't have an argument for that.
I don't disagree with him. I do not disagree with Taco in the sense of I would say him and Ayuk are flippable. I don't think Ayuk's that great. I don't think Ayuk is going to be the Ayuk that people think he is.
I don't. I agree. Hold on. I agree, but my Ayuk assessment is based on
Would you be shocked? Would you be 100? Would you be shocked if they flipped roles?
No, because I think that Ayuk got too full of himself.
Yes.
Since that Super Bowl,
Ayuk should have probably just taken the opportunity to possibly go to Washington, play second fiddle to Terry. And I ain't going to front. Had he did that, Washington probably could have beaten Philly. And I'm not going to do like the what ifs or anything, but I'm just saying like.
What if?
I do think. Because don't we find it ironic that Debo went to the team that Ayuk was campaigning to go to?
Well, that's just because his best friend.
Or is it?
Yes.
Or I don't know.
I'm saying that's why he was. I'm saying that's why he was campaigning to go there is because it's his best friend.
Yeah, it does. It does make me feel like slightly weird, slightly kind of. I don't know. The universe works in weird ways. Karma works in weird ways. So yeah, I could probably digress to both of you two to close out. That Juwan Jennings might need more favoritism.
All right, so I'm going to give my second guy, and someone pissed me off. Out of all people, I am not the one that lives up top, and I don't give a crap what you say. I'm always diving into the freaking shit. So here's the thing.
Oh, you're ass eater, huh?
Taco, you want me to dig deep? I am going to dig deep into the well. Okay? You guys brought up a wide receiver earlier, and I said I didn't care for him, but it's also because I've never cared for the motherfucker. But you guys said I was too low on him, and you guys said because of opportunity cost. Robbie said because of the quarterback situation that you like a certain wide receiver. Well, I like the number 2 wide receiver on this team for the same reason, because there's no one else behind him to even sniff his butt crack. So, in Robbie's rankings, this wide receiver is number 60 freaking 5. You want me to dig deep? I'll go deep, mofo, and give me Cedric Tillman. Let's go!
Now we're playing.
I was expecting an Xavier Legette take, but okay.
Give me Cedric Tillman. There's no one below him. The problem with Carolina is there's too many guys in the room to sniff butts.
I purposely did Tillman the way that I did in the retrospect that this is a gym, and I want to keep it that way.
He is a gym.
I don't want to build the stock up too high. Let this be a thing that we go viral on later.
Oh yeah, no, I'm telling you right now, in your little things where you go, Jim here, this guy, he's gonna be on my list. I know it. For certain things in the fall. He's gonna be on my list.
Let's go viral for this later.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving the take.
Leafs has us, so this episode has been mad informative. We've had so many takes on so many different players that honestly, other motherfuckers from other shows are not even talking about. So, it is what it is. But, hey, fellas, I don't have any closing sentiments. Do you?
I'm hungry.
Word.
I feel that.
Being back in the mix.
Hey, the wife right here. I'm about to go chill with the wifey. I'm about to go put sun down. So, it's all love. Love, piece of chicken grease. Hey, cheers to me. Hold up. Cheers to you. All the brown boys and girls want to do. Dilly dilly. I love and appreciate all of you. Arrrrrrr.